What's the deal? What goes on, YouTube? Miss my family. You guys are like family. I spend a lot of time with you guys. Truly do. I spend a lot of time with you guys, don't I? I spend a lot of time with you. Why is it so dark? Never mind. I had something really funny to say, but I can't say it on YouTube. So I'll DM you. Nah, well, it's because know what I'm saying? Israel said, chill. I can't with y'all. I can't mess around with y'all. All right. Yo, can we get some more people in here so we can do a breakdown? Because I'm tired of repeating myself all the time. Actually, no, I'm not. That's why I come here. I say the same shit over and over and over until you guys get it. And then I say it some more until you get annoyed. Juan, Tino, what up? Tino, how are your kneecaps? How's your rug burn? Or what was that? Healing up, healing up. You know, I heard if you get some of that stuff and you sprinkle it on the wound, it heals up. Just Tina said I'll try it out. Overtraders, overtraders. All right, this is about the same time we started yesterday. So let's just get into a breakdown here. All right. So let's get out to the weekly. The weekly has finally flipped. I remember on Monday we were talking about the bullish weekly, talking about flipping, and it has finally done so. Yeah. Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. So weekly flip, daily close bear. We're expecting a top wick on the daily to continue down, but how steep will that wick be? I'll honestly expect the wick on the daily. So let's look at our 4-hour areas and look what we might be mirroring. We have a beautiful level across here. All right, let's look at that. Right. Sees that all the way across. And we got this range all the way across. Right, see we keep riding between these ranges, So, what I see us mirroring right now is move coming up to here to make a decision. This is a really strong area across the board, right? But in order to come up there, we're going to need to create some bottom wicks. So if we don't create a bottom wick here at 1912, we don't come back down there and we start coming up, then I'll look for a rejection right here across the board here. It's a solid area on the hourly. But if we do not tap 19, 13, 19, 15 first. But if we come down first before coming up to 1928 areas, then we will look for, you know, for this buy to come all the way up. If we do come down to 1912, 1915 areas, we're not going to look for sells once we come up to 1928. We're going to wait for it to come up higher to around 1930, 1940 area. But right now, the way we're driving up, we can look for sells around 1928, 1930 for top wicks. Let's come down to the hourly. Very similar areas. Look how we've come up over here. See, pointed out again to this area. So I'm looking for this ride up, and right now, look where the price is breaking. It's broke. There's a high over here that it's making, and the last candle broke up above here. So if we can stay above 1922 here and then create some bottom wicks, I'll look for a buy up. So let's mark these areas off on TradingView. Perfect. So some sells at 1930 areas will be imminent. So as we get there. 100 pips away from here, but I'll throw this in a breakdown because if we drive up, this will be your London, pre-London area. We, of course, want to come back down here and retest these lows before taking some buys. And on the 15, okay, perfect. So for some closures above 23,293, this is going to be a key area for this session. Reason I say that, because we are likely to come up here first and tap this area. There's a couple of ways this could play out. We either close above here, right? And then we look for bottom wicks to grab liquidity, and continue up. But we'll need to close above on the higher time frame on the 30 or the hourly. And if that happens, this bottom wick will be our entry somewhere here. Okay. Now, if we reject here and we stay below here, what we might have print is the motion coming down. And if we get that, which would be, oh, oops, wrong color. Which would be us doing this, getting a closure below this area, right? And if that happens, we will look for a top wick on the next candle in order to bring us down, ideally above this area, because if we're wrong, the next candle to drive up will also need a bottom wick before it drives up, so we'll have a chance to close out. But ideally, I want to come back and tap these lows. And when we're gonna come back to these lows, just pay attention. Whenever, it might not happen tonight, it might happen tomorrow, but whenever you come back to these lows, right? You might not break them. You might reject really strongly off of them initially, right? So as the candles eventually come down here, right, you're gonna come down and tap and create that bottom wick. A lot of times you'll get that rejection either in the shape of a candle that's like this, so it taps it and comes all the way back up, and you can play this rejection depending on how low it went. Or the candle will open up here, right? Come down, tap this area, and flip right away, and this is what it'll look like. Because this is a strong rejection area, the initial tap here will be a wick right off of it. And then it'll probably, you know, after that, it'll settle down. And on the smaller time frame, the 5 and the 15, you'll see it come down, retest it. And then it'll make a decision whether it wants to break it here, right? For a steeper drive, or it's going to hold it and we're going to come back in range and range for a while. But ideally, this is what happens. Ideally, if this prints, then typically on the higher time frame, the trickling down that I just printed for you guys will look like a bottom wick on the next candle. It'll trickle down and then grab more liquidity, reject. That's your drive up. So these are all possible tonight, unless we on everything except 1930 here. It's going to be, I mean, Asian session is going to need a lot more than just typical Asian session volume to go up, drive up 100 pips here right now. So let's see if we can play the smaller time frame ranges. Uh-oh, give me 1 second, chat. Yo, say. Say hi to chat.
Yo, chat, what up? Chat, which guy said sell now? Which man said sell now, guys? He said go big lot. Which man's worth something?
They said, is he buying a car?
I'll call you after, bro. I'm gonna tell you after, chat.
Yeah, chat. Um, he hit me up and he asked me to borrow $100 million. He was buying a toy. He was like, "Yo, Wix, I just need a small loan of $100 million." Was he getting an F-16? Yo. Oh shit. My bad, Jay. Welcome to the clubhouse, Jay. My bad. What are we looking for? It depends on how we print here at 23. You know why? Because honestly, I know looking for sells here is cool and all, but I'm not trying to do this right here. So at this point, we're gonna need the motion to completely print here. Okay? Because there have been times where the market just drives straight through. And I'm no fan. So we'll see. We'll see how we open at that area. Don said sell, so. Oh shit, wait, my bad. Why does it keep going there? This shit doesn't need to pop up. Alright, let's stop messing with it. Before I leak everybody's shit. I leaked Jay's shit yesterday. Leaked your shit today. My bad. Remember the trade from last Thursday? I'm still in. That's exactly why I don't want to be in, because this is look right here. This was last Thursday right here, gang. This is what we got in the trade, and it went. We looked for sells, and it went. So, know what I'm saying? How do you forward to the trade? You don't. You have to stick it out. Was Don trading that M4 for? Hyundai Elantra. Go through your trade from New York. That was, oh, yeah, right here. Same levels that. And Don took the same trade. He just took it a little bit before me. I just grabbed the top wick here. Actually, I think I grabbed, yeah, I grabbed the top wick of the bullish candle before it came up. Because it came up, came down, we broke the high, and then came back down again. Yeah, right here. Once we tap this area. We just had strong bearish momentum, and I figured if we're gonna go bullish, we're still gonna come back down, grab orders before it drives. It came down, but it didn't drive. Right. So as we're coming up, I expected a bottom wick before it, before it just comes up here. But I'm talking about the higher time frame. This is the 5, and the 5 just kind of started ranging here. What levels in the past were you looking at, though, to have that price marked up? I was looking at the most recent level, right here. It was the most recent small area of rejection. I was gonna wait for this top wick, but as soon as we tapped it, remember how I was saying about this area when it comes down here? It kind of did that. It kind of did that here. Look, you see, as you had a closure right here. See, the next time it retested that area, it wicked off of it. It was a strong closure, wicked right off of it. So I was expecting a wick right off the area where it had a strong closure before the drive down, right? So as we were coming up here, I was expecting a wick right off this area, and look, it did that. It wicked right off of it. It didn't flip here, but I expected to come right back down and then trickle up. And that's exactly what I just printed a little bit earlier when we were trickling down, right? After making the steep bottom wick. So that's what it did here. So I just played that top wick, that's it, on the sell. I closed it. I closed at 20 pips flat. Stop saying we need to pull back for buys. I'm already gonna buy. I'm not saying we need to pull back for buys. So we're most likely drive up. But if we drive up, we have a chance to sell back down to the lows. If we come back, retest the lows, we don't have any more chance to sell. We're just gonna look for buys. It would be really interesting to see how the 4-hour closes at this area. And it'll be interesting to see how it opens. Like, these minor details could mean the difference between buys or sells. Because it didn't break the lows before coming up, you expected it to not keep driving up until coming down again. Is I think what you say. Well, it tends to retest levels, right? Gold will retest highs and lows from small to high time frames. it'll slowly flow into the higher time frames from the smaller time frames as it's retesting highs, as it's filling ranges. So that's what happens. Hold on a second, chat. All right, where were we? This hourly candle has gone nowhere so far. We've sat the first 30 minutes here respecting this area. 30 closed with no top wick. Let's see. Let's see how this comes up. This come up, it should. All right. Chat, drop a like, sub to the channel. We're at 420. Beautiful, 420 viewers. Let's get the shit up to 900. I'm looking for 1923 right now. I'm not looking for it to reject. Ideally, I want a closure above. I want to take some buys. Believe we need to retest 1930, 1928 areas. Here come the viewers. Why? What happened? not that this is a rejection area, but when we come up from here, you see, because I don't think we're in this part of the drive. I believe we're in this part of the drive right now, because we've done this and this and the retest here, so now we're in this part of the drive. And if that's the case, I want to see some buys. So let's see if we can close above and get a bottom wick on the next candle. On the next hourly, most likely. That'll also be the next 4 hour. We'll close strongly bullish if it stays like this. And then we'll look for a bottom wick, ideally to 1919. If we can get a bottom wick to 1919.6, that'll be about 40 pips for the wick. We'll look for buys. And if it breaks down, we'll look for pineapples at 1917. It was the call, that's all it took. Don't want to fuck up your judgment, but I still think gold is looking for sells at 1929 area. Yeah, me too. Let's see how this only comes up to 1930 here. Because at 1930, 1929 areas, I'm looking to come back down. But before we get up there, we can take buys up there, right? To come up there. Yeah, I know people want an onion here and to come down, but the way the higher time frame prints, I think we need to come up. We'll see. It depends on how we close, where we close, when we close. For now, we still have 20 minutes in this 4 hour. For all we know, this fucking thing could just explode up. We not passing 2150. We at 23, mate. The boy's like, yeah, just kidding. So the hourly, see, the hourly has no bottom wick. There's a lot of volume. Two hourly candles in a row, no bottom wick. You can get a third one. Where will the daily flip? The daily flip. The daily flip. Yeah, the break of the previous 4 hour on the next 4 hour would be a daily flip. Will it drive? Will it drive? There's a lot of time here. There's another 15 minutes here. There's volume. This fucking thing. Coming on up. think I'm getting sick, chat. I need some Zycam. Gotta get that pre-cold medicine. No bottom wick. Means we have not grabbed orders below there. So probably have to come down and grab some orders in this area before driving. Giants. Let's go Giants. Boys in blue. All right, here we go. Last 15 of this 4 hour. See what it do. We buying or selling? We are patiently waiting for the markets to tell us. Football or basketball? I like both. At this point, I'm kind of over everything. But I like both. I watch NBA and I watch football. Let me see the front double bicep flex. Hey, it's good for everybody. Come on, everybody, do it with me. Flex a little. It's good for you. Let's get the flex out of the way. Fine. It's good. It's good for you. Just flex a little. Let's do it in front of the computer while nobody sees it. Flex a little. It's really good for you. Just tore my gash. I did the vocals. Leave me alone. Turn the volume down. The chant's incoming. Chant's coming. No, I'm not doing the chant right now. Yeah, always flex. Flexing is good. Good to see you as well, Diego. Hope you have a great day, man. Thank you for taking the time to share some knowledge and helping the community. May God bless you and your family. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. I hear you when you talk. Music's blasting. Oh, it is blasting, right? Let me turn it down. So much better. Perfect. Can you hear me now? A little low? Higher? Perfect. Who said need a few more decibels? You're right. Bring in the marching band. Yo, no hieroglyphs in chat, please. See 1929.70. Me too. I just rather see it on the next candle than this one, but you know what I'm saying? What can you do? Don't have that Mandarin translator installed yet? No, not yet. It's coming. It's coming um, with my Neuralink. At that biche on order. Yeah, it's not gonna be lit when the translator comes out. True. We got 6 minutes here to the end of the 4 hour, and let's see if we get some position on the next hourly candle. Yeah, if we close like this in about 5 minutes, we'll look for a bottom wick here. Right. That's what we want. Ideal entry somewhere here, but we might get entry somewhere in this area. We'll see. We'll see how this starts forming. If this closes with a really small top wick, what you might see first is a drive up and then a drive down, and the candle kind of closed up. Well, wrong color. Either doji or weak bearish here. Right? At which point, if it starts coming back down, breaking these lows, you can start looking for buy positions. As it does that, this way you have the advantage of this flip. As it flips, you go break even and you ride the rest of the range as a runner, right? But from here to here, as you guys can see, it'll be roughly 20 pips for the break even part. So let's see, there's a few ways this could print. We must wait. You mentioned the hour has no bottom wick, but it's shown on mine. It's got a mini one. It's got a, I really have to zoom in there. It has a small one. It's fine. Overall, it doesn't have much of a wick. A nipple, a nubbin, a nurple. And yeah, you wait. I mean, wherever your comfort level, wherever your comfort level is. For me, this is where I see the position makes sense. It doesn't really have to make sense to you. It has to make sense to me for me to take a trade, and then it has to make sense for you, for you to take a trade. It has to make sense to you. I'm not here to convince you. Right? Do your own convincing. Free to nibble. Y'all secure position this morning? Yes. Got some sells, down caught some buys. Two joint gang in the house. Beautiful. Yeah, get your sleep in. That's important too. 60 seconds here, chat. Let's see how this candle closes. Let's see what happens. Like it in chat. This could be a quick push up. If the next hourly right now in 20 seconds comes straight down, the push up should be fairly quick. Three, two, one. It might just drive straight up, but I'm looking for a bottom wick here. Because look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour just took us above everything here. Yeah, I'm not in any positions here till we come down and grab some orders. A nice gladiator candle here on the 15. Breaking us out the range. Yeah, if it pops, and then it goes without us. But if it doesn't, we'll be in positions. A weak ass flag. What does that even mean? Help me please, I'm in draw up. It's good, isn't it? Draw up. Why would you need me to help you if you... Okay. Made money. What do you need help with? We don't do draw ups. We only do drawdowns. Okay, we get a bottom wick. Alright, 5 closed here with no bottom wick. Can we get a bottom wick on the next? Alright. Chat, I'm gonna take a buy right here. Oh, as it's coming down stronger. Right here, I'm gonna take a buy. Oof, perfect. Got a better position than expected. So, where's to here? Stops. Have to be. Yep, right there. So 130 pip stop. I'm looking for 94. So what does that mean? Negative RR. And I'll look for pineapples at around 1916, 1917 areas. All right, we closed above, strong volume. I'm expecting us to reach at least 1928, at least. When we come down in range, we should be able to get some pineapples at around 1917. Yeah, the 4-hour barely has a top hook, that's fine. I see the overall higher range is much steeper. So you might even you might break a 4-hour low before you drive up, right? So that's fine. But typically, the way it rejects there, it should flip just as quick. We'll see. We'll see. This plays. I saw that the 5 also had no bottom wick. So if we open straight down, I'm expecting this 5 to flip. We still got half the candle left. If it doesn't, it comes back down in range. Then we'll look for pineapples here. It's 1916.7. Somewhere between 16 and 17. It's fine. What would the flip give us? The break of the highs would be 10 pips. So once this candle breaks its own high, then this hourly candle, once it breaks its own high, then we'll go break even. Interesting how this 5 didn't flip. I was expecting this 5 to flip. You might get the next 5 to make a top wick, and if it breaks the previous 5, well, the overall 5 level here at 23.82, then we might secure partials, right? But the way it's printing right now, we should come down a little further because that 5 is closing bearish in 20 seconds and it never flipped. To where we might 1919 possible. We'll see. Wix is secretly taking the ICT. You know, I don't even know what that is, but I've been told by a lot, maybe like 2 or 3 people that are very well versed in IC, well, not ICT, what is it, SMC, and they're telling me it's very similar to the things that we pay attention to. So, but I've never learned that per se. So is this the top wick for the next 5, for the current 5 to continue down? Might be. We'll see. It's got to come up. It's got to create another support. Because if it closes, if that's not it and it closes bearish, then you could also mitigate risk on the top wick of the next candle. But I expect us to be out by then. How can you guys not tell he's in the position? Yeah, I literally said I'm in a position. Wait, did we move? This moved, right? Yeah, this fucking thing moved. Jeez. 22.88. Yeah. Century. SMC is what? SMC is not anything close to the way you and Don trade. Whoever told you was talking out their ass. Maybe. I don't know anything about it, but that's what I've been told. If you just joined us, we're in a position, we're in buys at 1922.88, and we're looking for this hourly to flip bullish and break its highs for us to start managing the position. And you should also be in tune with how we trade chat, and you should understand what we're looking for, what we're waiting for, what makes sense. and how much to risk. If you're not in tune with what we're doing here, don't just jump blindly into position. Okay. I was expecting this area right here, 22.5. That's why I was expecting a rejection before driving up somewhere here, before coming up. And this is realistically the advantage point for us, 25, 26 areas, right? No biggie. It shouldn't struggle too much. We'll see what happens. No, I gotta go blind full margin with this 800 time leverage I have on. Trying to be rich tonight. I'm trying to be 4 feet taller standing on my money by midnight. Someone's like, yep, doesn't sound too bad. If we could do it by 11 p.m., that'd be even better. Well, yeah, it's 11 p.m. It's 6 a.m. for you, but it's 11 p.m. for me. Oh, no, it's 9 p.m. for me. But what's more important? The guy that's streaming or the guy that's... No, I'm just kidding. We're all important. Obviously, you guys matter. Everyone matters. Flight to catch in 3 hours. GLGO. I've been trading for 13 years, and I can confirm Wix is onto it and worthy of thanks and praises. Hey, thank you very much, Ricky Scott. Appreciate you. Wait, did we have... Someone was a member. Who was like a... Forgot who. Shafiq? Was it Shafiq? 5 months? Or Shinobi? Somebody was 5 months earlier. I missed it. I didn't see it. Alright, coming up. Let's see. So remember, like I said, we could close bearish on the 15 and then come up and grab a top wick off the 15. Once we break these highs, so once this 30 and hourly, it's flipped already. I think it flipped. I didn't see it flip though. But once it breaks its own high, I will move stops to BE. Because at that point, it shouldn't come back to our entry, otherwise it's gonna drop down. It shouldn't re-break its low of almost our entry, but I'm gonna go BE once this candle, that's gonna be about 11 pips in profit once it breaks the high. If you guys want to secure something over there, that's gonna be, oh, it's 9 here. Yeah, it's about 9. So once it breaks the high, I'll go BE. And like I said, the reasoning is we don't want this to be a top wick for the 15 to continue us down. You see that? See how it's printing right now? And it could flip here, but I'm not managing till we re-break the high here. Perfect, so grab that liquidity. Waiting for another push up. Alright, there you go, gang. Alright, chat, I'm gonna move my stops to BE here. And, hold on, let it push up. One more push, and I'm thinking I'm gonna close half once I get there. I'm at 8 here. I'm about 8 pips. Once it re-breaks the highs, I'm gonna close half and let the rest rock. But I needed to re-break the highs because now we've grabbed liquidity on the 15, and high chance that if it flips, it drives down. So we don't want this to flip. We want this to continue up here. That's the reason we entered below 23,292, so we can have the advantage of if the price wants to flip, we can have the best possible advantage to survive. So we got to survive this 5 bottom wick here. I saw 10 on the dot, 10 pips on the dot. I didn't close anything. I said I'm gonna go break even as soon as we break that high. If we re-break the lows, then it'll come back down to the range, but good job, everybody. If you took this trade, let's just, now that it's house money, let's see if we can get a closure. If you guys want to close positions and profit here, you can. I'm about 6 pips here. As soon as it re-breaks its own high, I'm going to close half of my position and leave the rest running. All right, so don't say I didn't warn you. Getting a fair warning right now.
We got a runner!
Oh my God, I've been muted this whole time. Okay, I just closed right here. I was saying I closed. Oh shit, my bad. All right, so I closed half here, 14 pips. 13, 8, 14 pips. I closed half at 14 pips, and now.
We got a runner!
All right, so My bad. Chat. I was saying what I was muted, but I was saying as soon as we rebreak this low, I already got it set up to close half, and it kind of popped over there. So as it popped, we closed half. All right, and we got good entries for a runner. So let's see what happens. Let's see if we can ride this up to 28, 29. We don't want to come back to this area. My bad, chat. I didn't mean to mute myself. But that's the trade. That's our position for the evening, and the rest is up to you how you manage it, right? So I closed 14. I closed half at 14. I'm gonna let the other half ride up, and hopefully we can get a nice juicy runner tonight. Let's see. We'll see what happens. Hold on, let me change the stream record. Let's update that. That's win number 49. We are one win away from 50 dubs. 49 and 15. Plus 14. Plus. All right. Well, I can promise you one thing tonight. If I can promise you one thing tonight, it would be this. I will not stay past 10 p.m. This will not be a long stream, an extended stream. So, yeah. You need to have the clubhouse and thought you didn't get access on Sunday stream till it's posted. No. Stream is for Wix's table only. Clubhouse is if you want to join us on the Zoom during the week, but the weekend private session is for Wix's table only. Sorry, Bougie. I thought you knew. I thought you knew. Yeah, what a great day. 20 in the morning, 14 in the evening, 30 in the summertime. Come on now. Yeah, if now it rebreaks the lows, then we'll be coming back down into the range. Is it? Let's see. We need the 15 to close bullish. 15 closes bullish in about 2 minutes. Oh, 15 closes in 2 minutes. Will it close bullish? And then the next 15, we need to survive the bottom wick on the next 15. Love you. Mwah. I know. How did I know it's deep enough of a bottom wick? I don't know. And it's just experience. I just see where we rejected before, and that's where I took it. Right? I see I went down to the 1 hour here. And I saw as we closed above, right here, I saw the wick came down to this area, and then we're wicking down to here. We wicked down to here before, so that was a big reason why I took the buy where it was. Because those are areas we tapped. I could have waited for a lower position, right? But I didn't want to miss the flip. And we already had our 10, 11 pip advantage point on the break of the highs. So it just made sense for us to enter here, or we could have entered anywhere in here. It would have been fine. Anywhere in there. And I still expect us to come up to 28, 29 areas. I don't want to have risk on the table, right? That's why I took risk off the table, and when it's house money, I can sleep tight, you know what I mean? I sleep well when it's house money. And I gotta win, you know. I won today. If I can keep doing this for the next, you know, weeks, months, days, years, I'll be great. Just keep doing this over and over. I say this all the time. But we got a W, and sometimes you also get a runner once in a while. We got a really good entry here, so it's tonight, possibly, but doesn't necessarily have to be. We need to still survive this bottom wick for this next 15. Still. I don't know if we will, because that was a steep pullback. We might break the lows here before we pull up. Let's see what the hourly looks like. I don't know. We'll see. Anything can happen, but we took our piece of the pie. How much of that 10% you recover? So I have no idea. I don't even look at it like that. I just take the next trade, and like eventually by the end of the week, end of the month, my account will be further along than it was before that 10% trade. I don't look at balances, numbers, nothing. I have no idea how much I'm up right now. I'm not even looking at my MT5 terminal, and I don't have that column even up on there. I'll close the trade when like it makes a lot of sense to close it, right? At some certain levels, whether it's 8 pips, 15 pips, 42 pips, whatever it is, break even, wherever it makes sense, that's what we'll close it. Nice rejection there, and you needed that bottom wick on a 15. It might come back, might come down and re-break all the lows. We'll see. We do a quick announcement on NAS or US 30. If not, all good. You're probably tired. No, not because of that. Just because we don't trade NAS or US 30, especially at this time. If nothing's open, why are you trading that right now? You need to wait for New York session. That's what moves those. All right, let's see who's on here. Who's in the Zooms? Who's roaming streets of Zoom? Y'all might not learn fuck all else, but you will learn discipline from Wix and Don. Yes, sir. That's the goal. Zoom. Who's in the Zooms here? What up, y'all? What's the deal, Zoom gang? Wait, can y'all unmute? Jacob's like, wait. I ain't been able to reply since this morning. I'm gonna reply right now. Nope, not unmuting you. Nope. I'm kidding. You get one full sentence.
The sub, I caught 15 pips. I just closed 4.
Beautiful.
But I made like $5 on the 0.02. It's not something small though.
None of that shit matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
Keep doing that. Don't expect it to come tomorrow, because you want to be further along in a week from now than behind a week from now, right? So as long as you're further along, baby steps, baby. Baby steps. Yeah, if we're gonna flip, it's gonna do it off this resistance. If otherwise, it's gonna come down, break the lows. Might see it pop down, and that's it for runners. What up, Jay? What up, Ahmed? Lloyd?
Yo, yo, good evening, all.
Yo,
Good
Yo,
evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Is everybody breaking?
Yo, Wix. I ended up answering my own question. I was asking if I upgraded from the clubhouse to the table, would I get charged full or charge the difference? And it charged me the difference. So never mind.
I honestly, I have no idea. That's from YouTube. I don't have no idea how they work.
Yeah, no, I ended up just
I put it in
upgrading
there, but I
so
don't
it
know how
charged
they
me
would
the
charge
difference.
us. It charged the difference, right? Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it
wouldn't
charged the
make sense
difference.
to just charge you too.
I mean, it's Google, bro. You never know.
Yeah, but if it did that to me, my ass would be on the phone disputing shit. Dispute everything. I tell my wife, be like, yo, dispute everything. If we got a reason to call him, just, we haven't had that card in 6 years. Every charge for the last 6 years is fraudulent. Let's see what happens. Don't do that, chat. You're never gonna get approved for another card. Don't do it. Just jokes. Just jokes. Alright, what's going on here? Will we survive? Probably not. Highly unlikely. Wait, where did Jacob go? He just in and out. The lows might survive. I don't know if we will. If we survive this, this thing flips bullish, we're not coming back here. I doubt we will. It's early in the 15 candle. We still don't have a bottom wick on the previous 15. It's highly likely to break that low. Well, we got our piece of the pie. Everyone's zoned in, locked into the charts. Dude, hey, did we survive? No. It's gonna break down. Take us out of our misery, 5 minute. Let's go. Eh. Anyone still in positions here? Or who closed full?
I closed 80%.
18%?
No, 80%.
80%? Oh, 80% of the trade. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
still leaving runners.
Yeah, I closed 50 because I'm expecting a bigger drive. I'm expecting it's at some point it will get to 29 or 28 areas, 27 areas. Like that's what I'm expecting. It's just if it does it now, it'll be. I would appreciate that a lot more gold.
Yeah,
But if
I'm
it does it
still in a
later,
close
do it
half.
later, and then we just hit break even. You know, but I'm still expecting price to come up there. Uh-oh, Capital. Who's Capital? What's up, man? How are you? You can unmute if you want.
good man. How you doing?
Good, good. What's going on? Where are you from?
Just living life, learning from the man.
Awesome. Where are you from?
Utah, USA.
Utah. Nice. Mormon country.
Lots of second wives here, man.
Nice. All the guys
I need to
from
go there
Dubai
next.
are like, wait, hold on. You said Utah? How do you spell that? How do you spell that? What city are you in?
It's different than Florida.
You just come out tonight on night out in Dubai. Hey, friends, we're headed to Utah.
There you go.
You get 2 wives minimum.
Minimum.
Stop, bro. He's trying to join.
Oh, that's awesome. Devious worldwide. Well, thank you for joining. How long you been a member? You're new. I haven't seen your name. I haven't seen Capital at all.
My screen name is Wealth Beyond Wall Street, so I've been there for a year.
Yeah. I remember that. Awesome. I don't know if you saw a message was being seen. How can I be a part of Zoom? You gotta click the join button under the stream or on my chat. It might be on desktop only for you. I don't know. It depends. It depends on where you're from. All right, what are we doing here, Gold? Can we survive this? Analysis valid for currency. I don't like it should be, yeah, but the gold's so technical. We enjoy trading gold. I enjoy trading gold. I enjoy getting better at it and constantly improving. And ideally, if you think gold, you'll want to show up and see what Wix 9 and Downvote think. Oh, coming back down, rebreaking the lows. If it rebreaks its own low, it should fill the wick because rebreak of the low back into range. It should do that. I don't think we'll survive this. Almost. Almost. When it stops playing around. Is this second trade this session? No, this is just runners. Definitely not a doji on the hourly. Yo, it's playing with our feelings here. But I don't know why it would hang around here if it's not going to break the lows to grab more liquidity. I figured it would re-break the lows and at least retest previous hourly lows because that's the range there. But shouldn't be closing around here. Okay, there we go. That would make more sense. Yeah, chat, my stops were just hit right here. Imagine it drives up from here. Bong. It just... Yeah, if this shit drives from here, I'm calling a stream right now. But yeah, it just tapped me out.
I'm still in.
Still in? Nice.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah.
It tapped me out by 0.0000000.000.01. It's all right, Tino. Good luck, but I believe you'll join us in a few seconds.
Yeah, I think so. I'm up 2 pips.
Yeah. I mean, based on the entry here, imagine this shit survives. A lot had to do with entry. You see, 0.0001. I really hope this runs for you, because then that means it'll run for a lot of people. See, there's a bunch of people that still survived, so. Figures.
So hard seeing all of you take a dub.
What was that?
Saying so hard seeing all of you take a dub.
Did you not close on the first one?
No, like I had a sell yesterday and it went like 10 pips in profit, then went back to break-even levels. And I was waiting for it to reach the next level to move my stops. And while I was waiting for that, like we were ranging for so long, I fell asleep. I woke up in drawdown, like getting closer to my stop loss. I moved it to the next level and it just hit the stop loss when you took profit. Yeah. Lesson learned. If you know that you're sleepy, you just close off regardless.
Yeah. I got some
Don't
sleepy
be
time like
sleepy.
that.
Grab some caffeine.
Oh my god, I can't believe I survived that wick.
I can't believe I'm out. It's all right, chat. I mean, it's the. Here's the thing, right? I don't get frustrated by losses. Like I used to get frustrated by things like this, by like it taking me out by like half a pip, less than a pip, right? But You know how many times I've been in that? Think about it. Think to yourself. How many times prices took you out by like 1 pip and then drove? And how many times were you like, "Oh, like God damn it, 1 pip," and like it's got to happen so many times for it not to affect you. And at some point, you realize that that too is normal. It's not just you that's being stop hunted, or it's not just you that's being taken out by 1 pip. That is also a part of what happens here. Stop losses, TPs, RR, market driving, market ranging, being taken out by 1 pip is also a standard and normal part of the game. So if you have proper stops, proper levels, right? Sometimes you'll get taken out by 1 pip, sometimes you won't. But then those times that you won't, the people that didn't get taken out the previous time, they'll get taken out by 1 pip. It's a, you know, it's a zero-sum game at the end of the day. And like it balances itself out. So you have to realize these things are normal and not unique to you. They're standard episodes of the market. So just be aware that it took you out there. Don't go chasing. If it starts driving, don't all of a sudden start taking buys and getting a worse position than your initial one, because that's impulsive things. Those aren't thought through clearly, and they're completely different from the initial position, right? The breakdown for an entry above the highs here would be completely different than the breakdown for the entry on the wick there. So you would have to redo your entire. You can't take now break of the highs based on the breakdown that you've done earlier. No, you got to reevaluate. Real coming up. That impulse will fuck you up big time. Yes, think about that as well. How many times has that happened in your career? How many times have you taken a position and then closed it out and then taken a worse position than your initial entry? And then you thought to yourself, why the hell did I close out my first one? It was a better entry than this one. Like, that makes no sense, right? It's definitely happened to you guys, because I hear it from so many people. I get DMs about it, and I personally went through it so many times where when I hear it from people, it's like, like, you don't know the half of it, right? Wow, what a perfect entry here. It's below this candle wick, so now if it drives, like you would have to break previous candle lows. You would have to break lower lows. So the candle has now made, higher lows, right? Look at this. This 30 made higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Next candle should not break this low if it's truly bullish. It shouldn't come back, range, nothing. It should just drive up. And it's the perfect stop too, because now that you break that low, you're expecting a drive back in range.
Hey, Wicks, I want to ask a question. I didn't take the trade tonight, though. I got a curiosity question. With the 1 hour break in your range, the 1923?
Okay. Yeah, closure above.
Yeah. So with the rejection on that level, how did you know it would come back up? Just like taking that wick entry right there? Was it just previously, was it really just based off previous data only?
It was based off this drive through here. So we never came back down, and it was based on a few drives here. Look, so
this one right here, where it just went all the way through with closest range.
Yeah, this is what I'm expecting here, right? So look, this one went straight through here.
Right.
This one went straight through here. This one went straight through here. And remember earlier in the session, I said, I don't believe we're doing this. I believe we're doing this. And the reason I said that is because this area right here, we came down and retested this high. It doesn't matter how you do it. It matters what price areas, points you tap. So look, we came down here, and then you see that real quick drive up. It already did that right there. So that was the retap. So
okay.
this whole move here from here to here, that was this. Boom, boom. And then it came here again, which is this. So I believe this, we're at least coming to here, at least, very least to there, and ideally to the higher time frames here.
Okay.
So it's just based on how the market has driven from this area before. I didn't expect us to come back down. I expected us to close above. And if we do close above, we had a plan. If we didn't close above, we would have just waited, right?
Right.
Because then it could have started printing new ranges, new areas, and now the move's completely different from what we've seen in the past. But it didn't. It closed above, so now most likely it's going to do what it's done in the past when it closed above, and that's filled the range up. And you see how it stuck around right here for a second, but it didn't come down. It just went up. So it was either going to drive straight through or just do this little thing, which is kind of what it did here just now. Took us out, and now it's... So if you survive that bottom wick, you should be good to go for maybe for at least 30 pips, honestly. And then you can reevaluate at 25.
I took the buy and I closed it out like half a pip or something in, because I was like, I just went and looking at my own chart and got confused. And then of course it drove up on me, but it's like I didn't care. I was just trying to understand the entry
Why
overall.
It's happening. Yeah, it's hard to get in the entry. It's hard to hold any drawdown in an entry you don't understand, because that whole drawdown, because if it lasts, if it's like,
well, I got in
2-3
way
pips,
under you though. My initial entry was like 192232, so it was like I was lower than you altogether. So I hopped on the 1 minute, but I still didn't understand it.
You had a little bit of drawdown, but the thing is, if you sit in 2 pips of drawdown in a position that you don't understand, you're like, wait, do I close at 2? I don't want, it's like break even. I don't really want to go to 5 or 8 or 12. And those thoughts start going through your head instead of the thoughts that are like, all right, so if I got to buy here, at which point is it wrong? Will I need to close bearish back in range?
Right.
Right now it's only a wick, right? And once it closes, the next candle is going to have to create some wicks. So it's going to have to come up, grab liquidity for it to drive down. And we're not talking about like, yeah, it's possible it doesn't. But if you play the game of probabilities, and 80% of the time, yeah, you can do it 2-3 times in a row, but then the next 15 times it won't. It'll do what we... So you know what I mean? Like, you'll have to play the probability game, and you have to wait, be patient, let the candles close. Because as it was making that bottom wick, there was no closure, there was no bearish closure. We had a strong 4-hour closing above the range. You have to realize that even if you're wrong, you'll have plenty of chances to mitigate that risk. But you're wrong yet at this area. You only know that once that 30 or that hourly would have closed against you, then you can start looking for that next candle top wick if you really don't want to sit through the drawdown. But if the higher time frame is telling us 28, 29, and the past, that's what it's done, forget whatever drawdown it's in. Follow the, put your trust in the higher time frame and let it take you where it's supposed to go. Let it do its thing. There's another 3 hours, more than 3 hours left in this 4-hour. This
and I guess that
for the
comes
next 2 hours could have made the bottom wick and then drive. So there's a lot of opportunity for you.
See, and I guess that overanalyzing and overthinking took me out of that trade, because I didn't respect the previous 4-hour bottom wick.
Yeah,
and the 1923 area. A lot of the times when it breaks, it's either you look for support and structure to move forward, or it's a fake out. It's like a zone 2 fake out.
I think Don explained it earlier. We're not always looking for, support resist to break to come the other way. Like, this is also one of our, he explained it very well this morning, where he said this is just one of our tools. And this is another tool. We used to do this all the last year, right? We would wait for that closure above, and then you wait for bottom wick, and we take the flip. But now we realized we're still taking, now we're just taking wick entries, and we have an extra play like a zucchini or a motion. But all those things we've done previously make sense, and now we also use our wick entries on all those things we've done previously, because we're reading the actual candles printing at that area, right? My advice to you here would be to get out of your own way. Some of you guys will do a perfect analysis, and you will just cannot seem to get out of your own way impulsively, psychologically. Just you need to, at some point, the impulses take over the logic. It's weird. It's a weird level. But if you don't catch yourself in the middle of the trade going, wait a minute, that was a dumb thought, that's impulsive. Yeah, I'm 2 pips in drawdown. Let it go 8 pips in drawdown. Or you haven't had a closure yet. You haven't or the higher time frame's telling you you're bullish. Get out of your own way and just be like, look, move over. I need this to play out. Remember I said it's hard like this when I trade, this is what I hear from chat, right? It's always like take a trade. Right?
It's kind of like,
feels like. But
you see where it's ranging at now on the hour, and you see how like all that rejection there. If you look left a little bit in the wick, and that was kind of just throwing me off. But I get what you're saying. Just go with the higher time frame and pass
higher time frame closures logic. If you're wrong, you're below this range, right? So the next candle, if it doesn't come up to 23, if we had an entry there, that would suck. But the entry below the range here, the next candle, if it does close bearish, you have time to manage risk. If that did close like this, you're looking for a top wicket to at least these areas before the drive down, right? So you have plenty of time to manage risk on that next candle. So, and it's not, like I said, it doesn't have to print like this 100% of times, 70%. It prints like this a high percentage of the time. So just play your probability. You're not always going to be right, but those times that you're wrong should not throw you off or, create a fork in the road where you get off that exit and go to a new strategy, right? No, keep doing what you're doing because a large majority of the time you're going to be correct. Get out of your own. Trust your own analysis. And the hardest voice to tune out, I know people say anything, the hardest voice to tune out is the one inside your head, right? Tell the inner bitch to shut up. Shut up.
No, I appreciate that though.
No, I've struggled with this. There's, like I was just saying, it's a tough moment. Like I've learned to catch myself where the impulsive thoughts start taking over the logical thoughts. And it happens in the trade. You'll see it. You'll be like, all right, this makes sense. That makes sense. Logic, I'm good to go. Oh, 5-minute rejection. Fuck, it's going to come back. We're going to hit stops. Oh, I'm going to break even. No, I'm going to take a security. I'm like, wait a minute. You were just being logical. What the fuck?
Okay.
And it takes over. You got to catch yourself. Just like in life, in conversations, you got to catch yourself to make sure, like, you're on point sometimes. Wait a minute.
Just overthinking, I'm a new trader. I'm learning, and it's like I got so much shit in my head, break and wait for a retest and support and resistance, and just I see the rejection zone there. So I'm just overthinking a lot of shit that I can probably bed in my head.
Perfect. Oh, it's all right. It's not the last trade.
Right.
Plenty more of these. There's the next trade is coming right up. Like the next trade tomorrow morning is coming tonight. The London session's coming. Like the next trades are always, it's a never-ending cycle. Just don't get married to this and that's it. Get frustrated over this. Whether now you must go get something right now because no. Patience will keep you in the game longer and get you.
But to Jacob's defense, if I had popped what he said 0.02 lot, I wouldn't even been thinking about if it was going to go down or not.
Oh yeah, you would hold it.
Right, and then you could take the analysis for what it was and learn. And I still could have asked the same question, but you're right. Yeah. And I had popped a big lot too, being greedy. That might have been why I closed it impulsively.
You weren't comfortable.
Just being honest, right? And I'm processing it all right now. Like if I wouldn't have popped that dumb lot, I probably wouldn't have closed. I probably wouldn't have been analyzing it like that.
Yeah.
But got it.
All right, Chad, drop a like if you enjoyed that.
My girl want a new Chanel bag, champ.
Oh shit. She want one right now?
Yeah, I was trying to get it right then on that trade.
See, that explains, but tell her to take that pressure off you. She's not doing you no good right there. But she's standing behind you, isn't she?
Yeah, she hear you.
I didn't say nothing. I just said he was amazing. He sucks. That's all I said. I said he was a shitty trader, and you are perfect. Get 2 Chanel bags. Ask for 2 Chanel bags.
Damn, you're not my friend.
Sold them out. No, but yeah, if imagine that you would your next trade, you would have had more money to approach your next trade with if you didn't over risk on this one.
Yeah, if I just popped the standard one lot or something, I'd have been.
Somebody said leave her,
probably-
bro, and buy a Lambo. Nah, yo, you gonna get in trouble.
I got a
Hayes.
2-seater already that I don't drive but once a month, maybe. I don't want another small car.
Give it to
Bring
Tino,
me
he
a
want-
tank, a Hummer, a freaking 8-row seat, something.
Yo, get a tank.
I've been looking at that new Denali.
Nah,
Try to
it's
get
an
my
actual
girl
tank.
about it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, imagine beefing with somebody online. Yo, pull up. Oh, word? Honey, where's the keys to my tank?
Yeah, I don't
Get
want
my
my C8
T90.
Valentino. Anyone can come take it off my hand for payoff value.
And Tino
I
needs
don't
a
even want
twin
no
car.
profit.
Wow, you guys survived, and I'm the asshole here. I'm the asshole out. Again, I said we're not gonna go.
45K. That's for damn sure, Valentino.
Yo, you guys can talk this out later. Do it in Facebook Marketplace or some shit. Yo, Tino,
Facebook,
please buy
man.
this shit off of him because he's gonna be over leveraging on all his trades. If you don't buy this shit, he needs to get a new bag now.
I'm gonna get it in the morning. Don Vote screen.
All right. So let's see if we can get to 300 likes. Chat, drop a like if you enjoyed the trade, if you're still in there, if you got the dubs with us. Still, tonight was the last session of this week for Asian session, right?
But I
And
think
it's,
that's it. We're gonna. I
Hey.
think I'm gonna call it here.
YouTube. Turn off your YouTubes. Only
Wix,
Thursday
I
playlist.
clipped you and made a sound bite out of it.
Nice. Let's play it. Oh, yeah,
But
it's
I
not
think
done yet.
that's it. We're gonna. I think I'm gonna call it here.
Perfect. You got Wix on magic keys. No. Chat, you guys don't know. I'm coming out with my own version. It's going to be called the Wix Clicks. Who's buying the Wix Clicks?
Those like magic keys.
Yeah, it's going to be my version of the wizard buttons.
No, I definitely enjoyed the stream tonight though. And I didn't take I took the trade but closed half a pip in profit or some shit like that. But nothing to count. I won't even journal it, but I was confused as hell.
Yeah, I think we'll need I think we'll come up to 1929 before coming back down to any kind of down. We might even come up to 36 before coming down. So we'll see. I think sells are closer in our future. You might stick around here for London, and if you do that, you might look for bottom wicks to continue the range up. You might see buys, but I wouldn't look for position until London open. And plus, a lot of people are already running with runners here. Right? Perfect, perfect. Everyone did well, right? Most of the people here caught a W. Thank you to all 600 that came through over here tonight. We are back on the right track. Time to start another streak.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Absolutely. Anyway, gang, thank you for coming through. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. My God, the rest of the mods, all the Zoom gang. Jay, appreciate you for coming through, asking good questions. Ahmed, Lloyd, Bougie,
Thank
Tino,
you, thank you.
Yanez. Oh, Yanez is here. Yo, you wanna plug your session?
What's going on? London session, 2 a.m. EST time.
Yes, 2 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Go show that.
Free
boy some love.
VIP if you show up before 8.
Yeah, Yanez will be streaming that. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Donvo's stream. And I will see the rest of you on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to run it all of next week. All right? Oh, and private gang, I'll see you guys. Go join Wix's table. If you want to be part of the private session, go part of the Sunday Unfiltered. Go join Wix's table. And then I'll see you guys on Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. All right? That's our session. We're going to turn up your favorite track here. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books.